Testing, 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 1 2, testing 1 2. Good morning, everyone. Do you hear that? Yeah. Are we good? What is going on over here? I'm working on it. All right. All right. Good morning, everyone. How you doing? I don't remember what I said, but something along the lines that the stock market is a rocking, don't come a knocking. The stock market is a rocking. It's about to open in less than a minute. Nasdaq is up 95 points. I was good once. Yeah, it works now. Awesome. How you guys doing today? It's gonna be a great day. We got Netflix earnings tonight. If anyone's gonna do anything in that, I probably am not. I'm looking forward to those Tesla earnings. I'll probably live stream and do something in the Tesla earnings. When is that? The 27th? About 8 days away. Can I count? Nasdaq is up about 96 points. It's actually 100 points, 100 handle. Still about 150 yesterday. Tesla, stock market is now open. Tesla's up about 12 bucks. The big, pretty good. You know, last Friday, I turned into weak hands last Friday. I started selling off my Riot and Mara. Just couldn't handle those moves. And I felt like I didn't want to go into a 3-day weekend. I felt like Bitcoin could sell off. But I did put on some puts. I'm going to start doing the put game. That's better chance of success. So I think Tasty works. I don't know what's going on with their coin exchange. I don't know if it's coming out this week, 2 weeks. Oh, look at this. Mara's dropping. What the hell's going on with Mara? But I don't know. I don't even think they're going to have Ethereum on it. I think it's some kind of service thing. So I'm probably going to pull more cash out of this account and put it into, I'm really liking Binance. Binance is really good for buying. Their fees are amazing. It's way better than, especially if you buy some Binance dollars, you get even better fees. I really like Binance. Binance has a really good, they have really good security. Actually, Binance, I started using YubiKeys. I don't remember if Binance has the YubiKey yet, but Kraken does. I love Kraken. This YubiKey is amazing. I highly recommend it. Have a backup. I'm going to eventually get this off site. But so buying on Binance is really good. And then I also use Kraken a lot. I love Kraken. So I did learn Kraken. You can leverage trade over there, which is really cool. I'm starting to figure out the decentralized exchanges. I started putting a spreadsheet together. This is stuff I own, not Link, but I want to get into Link. I think Link is going to be an amazing buy. This is some other stuff I like. I'm really big on the graph. I'm starting to get really big on Theta. Really big on Polka Starter. I'm like, I really need to go into like giving you my background of like how long I've been in IT and all the kind of stuff I can do in IT and all my skill set and even like my business degree and businesses, just to give you an idea of how blown away I am by blockchain and all this DeFi. It is just mind-blowing. Like I can't stop thinking about it and the innovation and the growth and all this that's going to come from it. And, you know, I'm really starting to realize how powerful this is and how much it is going to change the world. Problem is the adoption rate, right? Just because I know it's going to be the future, like no doubt in my mind, going in heavy right now, doesn't mean it's going to succeed right now. I know it's eventually going to succeed, and I think it's going to eventually succeed right now, but it's going to be a rocky road. We're still at the very beginning of that. I'm torn on Netflix ever since they did take down that kitty porn BS. I don't know what you're talking about there. I am like, Netflix has been, I don't even know why I keep the subscription anymore. Most of the shows I like on there are gone. Like It's Always Sunny. Now the 70s show, like these are some shows I would go to when I really needed something, you know, like What else is there? I really love the Santa Clarita Diet. They took that down. What's that one with the kids and the 80s throwback? Like, I thought season one was really close, but that was just more into the 80s stuff. And I don't know, that show got kind of lame on me. And they just keep taking down all these shows, and they keep bringing up a bunch of new like kiddie shows. And so I don't know. I mostly watch YouTube now, and I watch some Hulu, but YouTube is starting to really make me want to vomit too. All these different, like, I don't want to talk bad about anyone, but there's so many bad stock channels and cryptocurrency channels. It's just nauseating, and it's one of, like, even me personally, I got into doing YouTube mostly because of a challenge, and doing things like talking in public is something I don't really enjoy, or I'm very uncomfortable doing. But I mostly just wanted to stream, but I was scared as hell to do that. So I got into this thing and making videos, and then I started chasing. I don't even look at my subscriptions anymore, hardly. So I started chasing that, and I started playing that game of, like, I can't stand these clickbaity titles. It drives me insane. And then just like pumping stocks and all that stuff, like, I just look back and it just makes me sick. So for now, I'm just going to stream for a while. I eventually might start making videos again. I don't know. At the end of the day, I just streamed every day and it was just a small community, or small group of people. We're making money. That's all I really care about. Yeah, I really, really, really like Kraken. I don't know what FTX is. I've heard of Femex. That's a decentralized, right? Netflix and any. So I'm not really familiar with how Netflix exploits kids. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. For someone who is kind of new to crypto, you picked up some. Oh, dude, I'm not an idiot, man. Like, I'm a badass at what I do when it comes to IT. I've been doing computers since Commodore 64 Basic. When I started college, I went to college as an electrical engineer, and I was learning Fortran and Pascal. You guys might not even know what that is. And eventually I made it to like second order differential calculus, and I was just getting drunk all the time and chasing women. And I'll say it was a bad teacher. So my third semester calculus was a miserable experience, because the head of mathematics like completely changed the program, and they bought all these Next computers, and we were doing some of the hardest math. Like, it went from me acing second semester calculus, acing it from a teacher that was amazing, and it even had his own equations, to this just class that was just unreal hard, because they were trying to make it more real world, and we were just doing this stuff in these labs that I just like. And then I got to second different order differential calculus, and that teacher was bad, and I just kind of gave up. Switched over to business, ended up getting a business degree. That was probably a great move, because I don't think I would have enjoyed electrical engineering, and then it brought me to computers. So I'm not an idiot. I even know some basic Python, and I'm actually going to integrate a Python script into this that does some real updates of quotes and stuff. So I understand, and I have like professional, near expert level degrees in route and switch, and I understand how routing works on the internet. So that's the thing. Once I started, like in 2017, I didn't really understand blockchain and all this stuff, but now that I'm learning it, dude, I can't even begin to tell you how much my mind is blown. I foresee, like, I don't even know if I'm way off base, but 10, 20 years, just think about it. Like, when they start combining blockchain and robots and AI, think about like medical robots doing like AI and running on like a decentralized blockchain for data. So I don't even know if that's possible, but it is, right? Like, I can't stop thinking about what's going to become of this. It's really amazing stuff. So I've started looking into these things, and there's doing more, but I really like Polka Starter, because it's going to be an exchange, and I really think there's going to be a ton of decentralization, and even like the whole market, derivatives market, and everything possibly. I don't see why it wouldn't move to blockchain. You got the graph that's an indexer. You got data, decentralized video. Like, dude, that could be amazing. I've heard of Femex. I do think they have futures. They might even have options. I really want to check out Didex. Didex has an airdrop coming up, so I'm probably going to do something with them. I do want to buy some Polka Starter. I'm huge on Link. I don't have any Link. So my goal with some of these altcoins is probably, I have an amount. I want to have an amount that I think is going to turn into $1 million with Polkadot, with Cardano, and with Link. So I think each one of those are capable of 100x. So if you have 10,000 in each of those, I think each one of those, maybe not this cycle, but the cycle after, they have a very good chance of each of them 100xing. I think one of them is almost guaranteed, right? But I also am trying to figure out part of an exit plan. It's not about BTC, it's about the, yeah, dude. And here's the thing. There's this kind of like this war between like Bitcoiners and Ethereum. Dude, like, you guys are all idiots. Bitcoin was an amazing piece of technology, but it was just mostly just like this great concept. Now, really all Bitcoin is going to be, in my opinion, going forward, is a store of value. Limited supply, my opinion, better than gold. Some people say you shouldn't bear, whatever, dude. Like, it is going to be a store of value. The thing that changed the game was Ethereum and smart contracts. Ethereum and smart contracts and all the other stuff DeFi is doing, it's effing amazing, dude. And what that did is it legitimized Bitcoin. So now Bitcoin is going to be the store of value. It's probably going to consume most, if not all, of like finance and assets. And then the world's going to run on this DeFi stuff. Anyway, that's my opinion. I think Band is trying to be another link. I'm not familiar with Band. I'll have to look into those. But as I did say, I did figure out that Kraken, you can leverage trade on there. I'm still kind of trying to figure that out, and it scares the hell out of me, to be honest. I don't know what I'm going to do there. I mean, I'm eventually going to figure it out. I don't know that I'm really, like, what I would like to do. If I could catch one of those big, like, what I think, but I'm still just so new to this. So if I could catch one of these big down, look, one of those, it looks like it's manipulated down moves, I would just short it, maybe throw a couple grand at it, maybe throw 5x leverage at it. That way, maybe I can make some profits without selling my Bitcoin, right? I think that's one of the best ways to do it. I think if you try and do a lot of leverage trading, you're just going to lose your money. There's a lot of carrying costs. Like, the carrying cost is like every 4 hours, as far as I know. And I know just from trying to scalp even futures, man, I had some Riot puts, and those already came off the board as 50% winners. It did it. Riot, I don't know how that happened so quick. Riot's only up 26 cents. It must have had a nice little push. So let's take a look at what's going on. I have some problem childs on here. What do I have in AMD? I have a put spread down about 90 bucks in that. I still feel good with that. We got this Clean Spark, man. I got into this Clean Spark Jade Lizard. I thought this was a genius trade. It says I'm down $332, but I did take the credit spread off as a winner. Let's see if we can get pretty aggressive and save some of this. So we're going to come to, let's see, a 40. We're going to come down to the 35. And only $1. That kind of sucks, but we're going to put that on. Try and get some credit back on this. If Clean Spark makes a comeback, great. If it doesn't, maybe I own some Clean Spark. Gold is a moving. I'm going to need that. Let's take a look at the small. You know what's really surprising is this NNDM. Yeah, I struggled. So does Kraken have a different ticker symbol for BTC? Yeah, I struggled with that yesterday. Or was it? Yeah, I think it's Kraken. It's XBT over at Kraken. So that threw me for a loop too, because I was trying to play around with all the different pairs and stuff. So I want to get, so I'm at where I'm at you know, the 10x level of what I think is going to 10x on ADA to get me to $1 million. About a third of the way there on Polkadot. I'm going to probably adjust that. And then I haven't bought any Chainlink yet, but I want to have an amount over in Chainlink that I think can 100x and be $1 million. But I've been pretty heavy. I've been I meant to bring up Bingo, BINGO. So I keep FOMOing into more Ethereum. I think Ethereum is gonna like really start moving fast. And you know what moved pretty crazy? What is going on over in Mara? My Mara puts coming off the board too. Man, hell, those puts just work quick. Have to put some more of those on the board today. Let's take a look at the small account real quick. See what's happening. Mara is doing good. Neo, whatever. Man, this NNDM is so strong. Even they keep diluting too. Silver, don't call it a comeback. We're down a little bit. Tesla's moving now, man. It's up $20 now. What is GILT? I don't even want to look at Bingo. Like, this stock is out of control. Like, I don't know, did Wall Street Bets get a hold of this one? $9, up $1.50, man. What the hell? This one's crazy. Nice little gap fill there. That one's coming back. You got options? Here's what I think of Bingo. Premium on that. 235% IV. I should be able to get at least 1/3 with the strike. I would short Bingo, but no, I'm not jumping in front of those tracks. You never bought any of that Bingo? What is guilt? New FOMO, guilt. Wait, what are you feeling guilty about? Satellite. Man, so things to keep on your radar for me, like in the future for in stock. So I am still very fearful of a blow off top in the stock market. I am kind of easing back the throttle on my positive deltas, but going forward, finding those AI plays, finding robotic plays, finding genomic plays. What else is there out there? All right, let's see what Bitcoin and Ethereum's doing. Ethereum hit all-time highs, pushing again. Polkadot was up huge last week. Man, it went from like $14 to $19 quick. ADA was up huge. It went from 28 cents to 39 cents quick. But yeah, everyone keeps telling me to buy that, but I'm not going. They just ordered more miners. June value should be $9 per share. I can't do penny stocks, and there is concern that they're legit. I don't know if they're legit or not. I'm so focused on Bitcoin and buying crypto versus the miners. Like, I think there's going to be a tremendous amount. I'm already shopping for, I mean, I'm kidding, but I'm not. Like, I'm ready to retire. I think the explosion in crypto this year is just going to be phenomenal. I think there's going to be 10 to 100x potential on some of these altcoins. I mean, I could be wrong, but 10x seems almost like a given. So I am trying to work on my exit strategy because the volatility is very tough to deal with. So I don't know. I'm going to buy into some of these altcoins. If I get a 3x, 3 to 5x is what I'm kind of leaning towards right now. I'm going to take my initial investment out. I'm not necessarily going to do that in Bitcoin, and I'm not necessarily going to do that in Ethereum. I'm still trying to figure those out. But like, say I invest $10,000 in ADA, and if it hits 3 to 5x, I mean, I've got to take that initial investment out and then kind of just let the rest ride. You know what I'm saying? End of the day, I think ADA, I think Chainlink, and I think especially Polkadot, man. I really love Polkadot. What it's doing is some pretty amazing stuff. And I think Polka Starter is going to be an amazing one too. I think, you know, a lot of people like that Polkadot, the Polka Starters and Exchange. I think that's going to be amazing. I think Theta is going to be amazing. A lot of people are talking about RSR. I know it's security, I believe. I haven't really looked into that one, so that's one I want to look at. Aave, I do remember kind of looking that in the past. Maybe I did say I like it, but they're all about yield farming and loans and interest and stuff, I believe. Yield is a satellite internet 5G play like Elon Starlink. Kathy Wood said she's going to create a new. Oh, yeah, I think I saw that about her ETF. So that's why Space is up. Oh, is that Space is up? Also, I think they launched their sister company, Virgin Orbit or something. Launched a satellite, didn't they? Successfully? I think I saw something like that. Man, so I was almost kind of hoping for Bitcoin to crash over this weekend down to like 25 grand so I could just really back up the truck. It'd have been scary. I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen to Ethereum now that it hit an all-time high. If Ethereum pulls back, kind of expecting a pullback, and there's been a small one, but only down to like 1360. It looks like 1370. I thought maybe if it were to pull back to like 1300, I'd probably load up on some more Ethereum because I think this is going to 2,000 to 3,000 fast. Once it feels like it wants to explode past that all-time high, which is coming. Bitcoin just kind of been hanging around this 36,000. What are we looking at? The daily? I feel like, when was it? 40,000, man. It wasn't 40,000, was it on the 15th? It must have spiked up there. It's kind of hanging around between this 32,000 and 39,000 level. I think, what is this? Symmetrical triangle. Let's do some TNA. So symmetrical triangle, it's either going to go to the upside or it's going to go to the downside, right? If it goes to the downside, we want to see how far it goes down, and we want to see if it gets invalidated and goes back up. Got to watch the support level around 32,000. My personal thought is Bitcoin is going to explode to the upside, but that's because I want to retire. ETH exploding will show you the potential of 88. Yeah, no, man. So the thought is, just because based on the last two cycles, I think people are putting a lot of these people are doing it and been in the crypto game a lot longer than me. I think it's a bit naive to think that this cycle is going to repeat exactly like the last two did. The markets are usually smarter than that. They usually do what you don't expect it to do. So I don't know, but maybe it will. So everyone's like, Bitcoin and Ethereum are gonna go to these crazy all-time highs of 100, 200, 300, 400, up to 700,000 on Bitcoin. It's eventually gonna crash 80%. Ethereum's going to do the same thing, and then after that crashes, it's alt season. Everyone's going to flood into the alts, and then the alts are going to explode. The alts are going to go up small while that happens. Everyone's predicting September, October is when this bull run's going to end based on previous bull cycles and some chart and how the last two happened. Who the hell knows, man? I did see an interesting video. Starting to warm up to my boy Ivan at Tech. I just had to get used to his energy. He's got too much energy, but that's a smart dude. He's been in the game a while. I guess he's a programmer. His exit strategy is just a hodl until there's a 50% dip, and that's probably when he's going to bail. But he said there's going to be some violent down moves. Probably. We already seen one. We just saw a 30% one. I think that's a pretty good strategy. I do want to take... My goal is to try and get that 3 to 5x, and then just take out my initial investment, and then let the rest ride. Like, is that am I missing out on some profits potentially? But I'm also not going to lose. Like, I'm still going to have money. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to still be in the game if that crash comes. Again, like I said, blockchain and DeFi, man, it is just mind-blowing. It keeps me up at night. I have so many different ideas. Like, I wish I I want to put a team. I want to put a DeFi project together, but I don't have that much energy. It's just a matter of how quickly it gets adopted. The adoption curve is going to take a while. There's a lot of really smart people building this stuff right now. And there's a lot of, like, everyone keeps talking about the transfer of wealth. There is going to be a transfer of wealth, but I'd say like 80%, maybe more of that transfer of wealth is just going to be from the big boys to the big boys. Like, the banks aren't stupid. They're your PayPals and your Squares, obviously, but you got Goldman Sachs. You got all these other companies bringing on custody services and teams. And so, I mean, there is going to be a lot of the rich get richer. Wall Street is buying 3 times the amount of Bitcoin being produced on a monthly basis. If this continues, Bitcoin will be super. Yeah, no, I mean, I agree with that 100%. And, you know, the counter argument is going to be, well, you're going to have a lot of institutional buying. When they buy, when do they dump it? When they're up 2x, when they're up 3x, you know, or is there going to be stockholder pressure telling them like, hey man, you're up a lot of money, are you going to dump this? Me personally, I think Bitcoin's eventually going to hit this critical mass where it's going to be a race. And it's going to be a race of transferring your wealth globally into Bitcoin as your core holding. And if you're the last one in, you're going to be at the high tick. You know what I'm saying? And then so Bitcoin is, instead of storing your dollars in the bank, you're just going to store your core holdings in Bitcoin. I don't necessarily know what's going to develop with actually using Bitcoin as just like purchasing. I think that'll be there. The Lightning Network might address a lot of those speed issues, but it'll eventually be, you know, you just say, hey, all right, I want to go do something. And you just transfer some to a stable coin or to whatever coin of choice. And that's what you spend your money on. There's going to be a lot of like thinking about like coupons, I guess, man. Like, oh, I want to go buy this t-shirt, but they use whatever, Polkadot. And if you use Polkadot, you get great deals. I have no idea, but I'm just kind of spitballing ideas, you know? But I think Bitcoin is going to be the store of value that everyone, and there will be just this moment where like more and more people realize I've got to get my money into Bitcoin. Volatility will start coming down as more people get into it. It will be more liquid as they add more and more derivatives on it. I know there's already derivatives out there, but it's not easy. Like I don't even know how to do it. At this point, I still have to figure it out. And I don't know that there's a lot of avenues to do it. There's a trillion avenues to code trade derivatives on every stockbroker out there. I mean, look how easy it is. I do it all the time over here. So once these derivatives, and even like the Bitcoin, I forget which one it is, the CBOE or whichever, this BTC, there's no options on this. So once they add options to this and they bring out the Ethereum future and they add options to that, that's even going to bring more liquidity, excuse me, and more liquidity and less volatility, and it's going to make it, you know, more legitimate. Because other futures you can. I can trade options over here. So and it's all about hedging, man. Futures and options are mostly about hedging. That's where 90% of it comes. So if I wanted to go long a Nasdaq right now, if I wanted to go long Nasdaq and reduce my risk and reduce my chance of success, I would also sell a call against it, a covered call. Or if I wanted to go short the Nasdaq, I would sell a put, right? It would reduce my risk, increase my chance of being greater than 50% right versus just buying or selling it. And it's a 50-50 shot. Unfortunately, it's kind of annoying, but you can't. The Nasdaq's just too big for me, man. It's 800 shares of QQQ. But if I do the mini Nasdaq, now we're talking my game. They don't have options on it. Yeah, Ivan's pretty dope, but he doesn't have an exit plan. He believes he will only use. He makes plenty of money now, so he just. Yeah, I mean, I would imagine his YouTube channel is making a lot of money. So I don't know if he is YouTube his full-time gig, or does he still program? I have no idea, but he did put out a video yesterday with his exit plan, and he said at 50% is when he would sell. Whether or not you like, it's good. Having a plan's one thing. Actually following, like I have a plan. That plan might change by lunchtime, but I did start formulating this yesterday, especially on these altcoins. I do think like a 3 to 5x. Just take out your initial investment. Can't lose. Still gonna suck though, because eventually that big drop's gonna come. Am I gonna be in that denial? Am I really? It's gonna suck, but if you hold through it to the next bull cycle, you'll probably be, even that much better. So I don't know. The hardest thing right now is I'm just trying to also avoid those short-term capital gains. So I don't want to over trade. And that's another thing, man, with these taxes. Taxes is gonna be a nightmare on cryptocurrency. I don't need, because with Tastyworks and most exchanges or whatever, you just download your little Intuit file and plug it back in. I don't know, how do you deal with taxes on crypto? And then I've been reading, like, do you say I buy Ethereum? I buy Ethereum on Binance because the fees are great. The fees are not so great on Coinbase and Gemini, but Gemini and Coinbase have some good features. Like Coinbase, you could buy up to 25,000. I eventually would assume my limit will get raised on Binance. Kraken, the only thing I don't like about Kraken is you have to wire it. So you just transfer it over. And I don't even know what the hell I was going to say now. Complete brain fart. He's full-time YouTuber now in 3 years, but he's still, oh yeah, I know he has courses. He's probably making a buttload of money, but he does have an exit plan now. But yeah, so again, having an exit plan is great. It's whether or not you could stick to it. When the market starts crashing, that's when the rubber meets the road, right? Like, if it hits 50%, that's freaking tough. Say you have $100,000 in crypto and it goes up to $500,000 and then it starts crashing. I mean, that's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of gut-wrenching, hard to make your decision. It's just like, man, I had 500,000 and now it's at 300,000. That's a 40% down move, and then you're just like, ooh, and then it goes to your 50%. Now you're at 250,000. Do you really sell out then, right? That's a tough one. And then when you do sell out, yeah, we're getting back to taxes. I don't even know how you deal with that. Like, yeah, so that was my question. If I buy Ethereum on Binance, transfer it over to Kraken, there's going to be a fee there. Do I have to put all this in an Excel spreadsheet on Kraken? And I've done this. I've taken Ethereum and I bought in Polkadot. Well, do I have to take any gains on Ethereum, right? Or does it not matter because it's still in crypto? And like, I don't even know how. Not most people doing this stuff, there's no way they're getting their taxes right. So if the government wants to audit your ass, like, how screwed are you? I've even read, if you get airdrops, and like, I'm getting Polkadot from staking it, you gotta claim that as like dividends. You get any airdrops, you gotta claim that. So I don't know, man. Just the tax part of it scares the hell out of me. And most people ain't paying their taxes. Like, dude, there's going to be a story eventually where like some big YouTuber gets audited and wrecked. Especially the ones doing this Bybit stuff, man. All right, so let's take a look. Bitcoin, we gotta wrap this up soon. Work. Bitcoin's just kind of hanging around, up about 1%, 37,000 level. Ethereum just kind of consolidating on the 1 hour now. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do when it comes for you? Is Ethereum gonna break out more today, or is it gonna pull back? If Ethereum pulls back to like 1,300, I'm buying more. 100% guaranteed. You know what's going to move within 2 months. Amazon going to 38. Yeah, there's a lot. So I am extremely, extremely bullish on the top. just like I am the top 10, most of the top 10 coins, most of the top 10 companies, Apple, Amazon. I think Amazon's an amazing play. I think Facebook's an amazing play into the future. Again, I'm very concerned there's going to be a market correction though. So this market, I'm looking for a blow off top. So I got this covered call doing really well in Tesla. It was 1500. Let's take a look at the chain. A great feature. So this covered call started with 1500. I've made 900. I've made $1,000 selling covered calls in Tesla, and it's only been going on 2 weeks. I'm hanging, yeah, Rounders, man, great movie. Hanging around. This kid's got, pay him his money. So yeah, dude, like I don't know what I want to do here with Tesla because I got Tesla in my IRA. I'm not touching it. So I've got no matter what, I've got 100 shares of core Tesla. I'm somewhat debating on selling some of my Tesla here and going long some PayPal. I'm becoming extremely bullish on PayPal. Maybe PayPal, they just announced they're going to make $2 billion, just a brand new revenue, basically a brand new revenue stream, predicting to be $2 billion a year just selling cryptocurrency. I'm also still kind of considering MicroStrategies as some exposure. Let's take a look at what's going on over there. It's probably up $24. That seems like a pretty big size move considering Bitcoin just kind of flat. I wonder, like an iron condor, just to put this on the radar. $10 wide, 119% IV, 385, and being more bullish. Yeah, let's be really bullish. So 55%, maybe we'll just be bullish. $4.30, 74%, and good premium over here, $3.95. Let's see what we got. 2-star liquidity. I'm out. Yeah, I like them too. I was considering getting out of something over here and just buying some of the stock. Why is Riot down? Mara, what do I got? I got 100 shares and a put down on the put. Riot, 100 shares. I'm up getting money over there. I don't know which one I like of these better, to be honest. But I'm considering, do I have cash over here? Let's see. I have $10,000 that I could buy some stock. What is that going to buy me? Like 10, 15 shares? Yeah, about 15 shares. Let's do it. I think this is a good play. 15. I got enough for 15. Let's find out. $600. No. We're going to do that in the IRA. Boom. There we go. We got some MicroStrategy. Again, me personally, I don't see how Bitcoin doesn't hit 100 grand this year. Let's get that IRA pumping. And I got some cash over here. I'm probably going to take out about, I'm going to take out a decent chunk of this account. I'm going to put some money. Man, I'm really watching that real estate too. I've been looking at homes, but I want to get the hell out of this city. But man, I want to get the hell out of this house. And I think I have a lot of cash. I got a lot of cash on hand just because I'm being cautious in the market. I want to be nimble with cryptocurrency and I want to be nimble with real estate. So that's my plan. You've heard my exit plan that I'm formulating in crypto. These are some of the, I'm definitely going to get into some link. I I have a lot of Ethereum right now. So if Ethereum doubles or triples shortly, I'm probably going to start transferring some of that Ethereum into things like Chainlink and Polka Starter. And we're going to start playing that altcoin game. That's where we're at. Let's wrap this up. Get to work, man. Anyway, I love you guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Let me know. Post down in the comments if you're going to do anything in Netflix tonight. If I do, I'll post something on Twitter. I might do. Take a quick look. I don't know what the hell. I'm probably not going to touch it. Netflix is such a garbage play. What the hell is the expected move in this? So 3 days. The expected move for the week is $33, $34. That's pretty big. I mean, we could, you could do, what's going on there? That doesn't seem right. $21. Let's see. There we go. $1.08. You know what? I'm going to put something on because I'm a degenerate. There we go. I'm going to put something on. So I'm going to do, I don't know why I'm bullish, man. I'm beginning to hate Netflix, but their numbers are probably going to be blowout. But if they disappoint or if they give bad guidance, I don't know if they're going to give guidance, but I'm going to risk $1. Max loss is going to be $1.50. Do something small. Let's move this up. I want to get a little bit more than $1. Because if you're right, if you're wrong, you're probably going to be wrong. And you're just going to lose. I'm just going to lose $1.45. Probably need to move this down a couple pennies. Getting more than 1/3 the width of strike. We're filled. We're in. We'll check it tomorrow.